Okay, this is Ringwalk Media in association with Redline Specialist Cars, Highland Whiskey Clan, one-to-one boxing gyms, and the Glove Box Management. Well, Joe O'Connell, you've done it. Debut done and dusted, and a very, very good performance, mate.
Yeah, 40, 36, so it's say the lad is, you look at his record and you kind of suggest that he's going to be, not a walk in the park, but he's kind of, you're going to come in, it's kind of a no-brainer that you're going to pick up your debut, but you come, you give it a go, and, he let some shots go, so it was good, valuable rounds, for the debut, and, welcome to the professional game, man.
Well, I'll let you into a little secret, actually. The board told him he had to perform tonight because, he needed to get in there. He's had a couple of bad stoppages as well. So, he was ready for doing something tonight. So you did a very, very good job in there. Let's talk about the fight. First round, the usual sort of get over the nerves and get in there and find your feet. But the second round, you start putting that left hook into the body. I mean, that's naughty. Very, very good.
I think the left hook's it's a specialty of mine. I love it's one of my favourite shots, but not only that, it's credit to the trainer behind you there, Lee Boyce. That's his favourite shot that he always puts me through. So it's just repetitions in the gym that why we can pay off. And he watched. I don't watch too much, but credit behind the scenes, he'll be looking at what shots work on the opponent and the way to treat. So
alongside the jab as well, you really controlled him with the jab all fight, didn't you?
Yeah, he was hot and ready to go. So sometimes, if you had a lazy jab, he'd make you pay, make you think. Yeah. So I was always it had to be sharp, and I couldn't get lazy. But we've all around in the gym, and I credited a couple of lads that have been sparring. They're constantly, it's pressure on, and you've got to always be sharp with it. If you don't, you'll be made to pay. So. Yeah, it's never easy in our gym, but it put me in good stead for tonight.
Well, listen, you mentioned that you've had a bit of a long camp. You had a couple of changes all the way through the camp. How's that been? Because obviously it's your first professional debut. It's tough work, isn't it?
We got ready for December the 15th. We had, and it fell through. I think 2 days before the show was meant to go ahead. So we kind of had bit of a behind the scenes, couple of changes, and as a team, and we just move on, and it's non-stop work in the gym. Give it Monday, Tuesday, and we'll be back in grafting again. So it's credit to all the gym, but we're all we all in it together. When we win, we all win. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, if it was a neutral out there watching the fight, you'd been very well entertained. You wouldn't have known it was a debut. There was not really a hint of any amateur style in there. Have you found that transition over into the pros?
I've always had that style. As I say, I think my game's more suited to the 3 minutes, the professional game. As I say, I didn't. Obviously, it's hard to say what to expect until you get in there and someone throws something at you. You know what I mean? But when you're in there, you kind of you've just got to. You can't let the nerves get better of you, because if you do, he come and he had to go, and shots were whistling past my ears. So it's it was never easy. But pick up all rounds, 40, 36, and we're happy and we move on.
Well, you mentioned your team sat behind you. I've spoken to Jazza, and he says how good they are as well, and he's got lots of high hopes for you. This is a good start, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And in talking about my team, it's not only the gym. It's we're talking about the CrossFit 1111. They're always pushing me, so I'm always getting in. They've always got something different for me to do. And it's the whole package. And then go past that, you're even talking Jazza and Mitch, and they're them who are managing me at the minute. So it's kind of they're pushing me, and they're giving me opportunities, which they're both new to the management side of it, but they seem the positive and upbeat about it. So I'm looking forward to working with them.
Well, Jazza was talking to me during the fight. I think he was watching it on the TV, saying he was done very well. So you better get him on for an interview. So we've done it, Jazza. Listen, you mentioned before in another interview, very, very well supported out there. You've sold quite a few tickets for your debut. Big shout out to those who come out on a Saturday night for you.
Yeah, definitely. As I say, we're in our gym. It's a working class gym, and I'm a working class lad at work. The normal 9 to 5s and stuff. So I've got a lot of lads that work and will support me, and they come out, and I couldn't be happy with them, and going to go and celebrate and have a boss night with them. Like,
Have a water and a burger.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, no, definitely. I'm not a drinker, so I don't touch it really. As you say, but I'm definitely a foodie, so I'll be stuffing my face like so.
And a big shout out, this is the time now to jump on board, get some sponsorship going. Obviously you're at the beginning of your professional career, so if anyone wants to jump on board they can contact you directly in the team, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. If you fancy jumping on and sponsoring us, we'd be more than happy and we'd appreciate it. But yeah, just get in touch with us and we're more than happy to sort it out. So,
Listen, Joe, congratulations, a debut done and dusted, well done.
Thank you.
And we look forward to the next one.
Oh no, thank you, thanks a lot for the interview.